We first got to know Farmright back in about 2010. So we had a new rural land investment strategy, and we were looking for someone to manage our domestic exposure, so our New Zealand farming exposure. And that was going to be focused in the first instance on dairy. We were looking to develop a portfolio, maybe 300 to 500 million over a 5-year period. And so we started looking around New Zealand for who could do that for us, who could run an investment management mandate. And that's a little bit different from what you saw in the market at that time, where lots of people who would run farms, or they'd run farms for people or syndicates of investors, but we were looking for someone who could build a portfolio for us. And so Farmright submitted an RFP into our process, and we just got to know them from there. Well, our relationships developed over the years from that starting point of let's figure out how to build this. And so we created a mandate. We said, well, this is what we're looking to do. We'd like to be in dairy. We'd like to have this sort of scale. We'd like to have this sort of spread in terms of geographic spread of the farms. But of course, you have to start somewhere. So we kicked off with one farm down in Central Otago, which was the first investment, and really it's grown from there. So over the next 5 years, built that portfolio up to several hundred million. There was a bit of, there's a bit of iteration in that between us and Farmright. They had to understand our investment approach. So we have investment hurdles that are related to what assets we're selling to fund a new investment. That was a bit of a new thing for them to get their heads around, and we each probably had our frustrations in those early years as we sort of figured it out. We got to know the Farmright team really well, and we're big supporters of that. We've got a number of values that are really important in terms of how we operate amongst ourselves, but also in terms of how we partner with people. We stand strong. It relates to our investment approach. We're future focused. We're always thinking about what best practice or where best practice is going. We support each other. It's very important in terms of our culture, and team, not hero. We're very focused on operating as a team, not as a bunch of individuals. And they fit really well with the Farmright team. So they are a team that's grown over the years, but have maintained a really fantastic culture. And I'd say that's defined by honesty. They are fantastically honest. They're very open to growing, and they've grown with us, open to developing new capabilities. And just really hardworking. They'll roll their sleeves up, stuff gets done, and all of those things mean we can trust them. They're very reliable. We're very comfortable having got to know them over a long period of time, and there's just a great fit with the team. In terms of Farmright's capability, we've really seen that shine through in the management of our portfolio. So when we think about a portfolio, we're talking at sort of a higher level, but of course, all of the value happens at the on-farm management. It's really important how you buy and how you understand what you're buying. But if you're not going to manage the thing well, then you're going to have poor outcomes. And so the Farmright team is very competent at that on-farm asset management. They've been doing this for a long time. They understand how to manage farms to maximise the efficiency of the farms and maximise the outcomes from an investment perspective. Sustainable investment is a core part of our purpose, and our purpose is sustainable investment delivering strong returns for all New Zealanders. It's really important to us because we've got a very long horizon. So we will continue to grow through the end of this century as a fund. So we really care about the value of our assets over the very long term. And if you do that, then you have to care about the impact of those assets on the environment, on other social outcomes. We've known the Farmright team for about 13 years. We started from zero. They now run a portfolio of more than $1 billion for us. There's been a massive growth in our understanding of agricultural investment and significant development in their capability and experience in this space. We are going to continue to grow as a fund, and ag will continue to be an important investment activity for us as a diversifier in the portfolio. Look forward to continuing to grow that with our friends at Farmright.